Ringing up Graeme Kenna.
This is the voicemail of Graeme Kenna from the Legal Department for Adult Services in Bradford Council. Please leave a message and I will get back to you.
After you've finished your message, just hang up, or to hear more options, please press 1.
Yes, hello Mr. Kenna, it's Mr. Hussain here, once again leaving yourself another daily message like a broken record. Today is Friday the 4th of October 2024, and I've been leaving us daily messages since the 10th of October 2023, so that's a period of fast approaching a year. I have been delayed today, hence why I'm leaving you a bit of a late message than usual. But nevertheless, I'm very consistent, I'm very persistent in leaving you daily messages regarding the unlawful kidnapping or abduction of my brother and the torture that psychological torture that you're inflicting on me, my brother and my sister because of your own systemic failures in adult social care and your inability to do your jobs properly, and the fact that you are looking to effectively gag and silence me with clear threats of looking to murder my brother. Well, you've murdered already everybody else. There's nothing I can do about it if you're going to murder my brother, because it's a pathway. It's undeniable because you can't do your jobs properly, and you've already got away with my father's murder in June 2009. You've got away with my brother's murder in September 2014. You've just got away with my mother's murder in January 2022, and so now you're plotting and planning and conspiring with your partners and associates to murder my brother Talibov after you've fully taken all his money away, dissipated all his finances, so that you can look to plunder and profiteer from this. In the end, I can assure you, Bradford Council, that you will lose. Because you are systemic losers. You will always lose. This is just another ploy and distraction to keep yourselves busy, to say that you're doing all that you're supposed to be doing. My brother does not lack mental capacity. You've incarcerated him falsely into your private prison, and then now I've gone to the police yesterday, and the police are saying, "Oh, Mr. Sen, it's got nothing to do with us." What do you mean it's got nothing to do with the police? You, the police, and you, the local authority, and you, the housing association, and you, the NHS, and you, the care home, you've all colluded and conspired and orchestrated a situation, all under the guise of safeguarding. Safeguarding whom, should I ask? Safeguarding yourselves and your reputation. This is It's not about safeguarding the people that you have a duty of care to, but safeguarding your own public reputation as a city of culture, so you can continue the gravy train, milking the gravy train for your own ends. This is all financially motivated to cause us harm, alarm, and distress, so that you can continue to put us into a position of perpetual servitude and bondage. I've been leaving your daily messages every single day, and you're refusing to respond to us. I'm ringing up the care home every single day, whom you have instructed not to let me speak to my brother, as a form of collective punishment and torture, because you can't do your jobs properly, and therefore you believe that you can abuse your position of authority and power and control and dominate and bully and intimidate us like this. I'm leaving your daily messages now coming up to a year. It's been 427 days that 422 days or something, that you've kidnapped my brother from my care since the 8th of August. Every single day I'm leaving you a message. If you have anything to say as a local authority that's receiving public money, then you should tell me openly, Mr. Hussain, we've done it according to this law and according to these rules. There is no law, there is no rules. All the laws and rules are there to protect me and safeguard my vulnerable brother, whom I have acted as a nearest relative and family member to. It's just that you can't afford his care costs anymore. You realize the fact that my care costs of £1 million a week are legitimate. Your actions have just effectively legitimized my care costs, and now all you can turn to is torture, murder, mayhem, and that's the only option that you have available to you. That's one of the reasons why you're ignoring me. I managed to speak to the police yesterday, and they're pretty much just fobbing me off, telling me that, we don't know what's going on. It's all like, it's nothing to do with us. Now, all of a sudden, when you came to attack me on the 8th of August and on your previous occasions, on each and every previous occasions through your safeguarding multi-agency meetings, I am made the subject of how your tyranny and control, and we all collude collectively together. We're going to look to lay traps for Mr. Hussain so we can punish him and put him into servitude and bondage, and we can put him into prison, and we can then clap each other on the back saying how wonderful we all are, whilst abusing your position of authority and power and control and dominance. But now when things have all fallen apart and you can't trap me as you've been attempted to do on numerous previous occasions, you're all like, oh, it's got nothing to do with me, Mr. Hussain. Go to that person, send me on a red herring chase, get me to run from pillar to post. Oh, Mr. Hussain, it's got nothing to do with us. It's got nothing to do with us. It's got everything to do with all of the people that are partners and associates and collaborators to the Bradford Adult Safeguarding Board. That's Bradford Council, West Yorkshire Police, the Courts and Tribunal Services, all the judges in the district, primarily the judges. It is the perversion and prostitution of the judiciary that is causing all this alarm and distress. I am exasperated that you are refusing to engage with me whilst plotting and planning to try to put financial sanctions upon me. So I've got no access to money, no access to resources. I'm alone and isolated, so you can then pick upon me. All right, well, that's what you've been trying to do for a very long time. I'm going to make sure everybody learns about what you're doing to torture and victimize me in this manner. You are isolating me, taking away all my money, all my resources, and then you're going to look to torture me as you are doing presently. You may even decide, a decision maker like you are God, to decide to kill me off too. But first of all, you have to kill my brother off, don't you? And that's what you're planning to do right now. I'm going to the police. I'm contacting the chief constable. I'm contacting all of the 90 councillors, all sitting, ignoring the situation while me and my brother are suffering. You have no legal right to take my brother from my care. You have no legal basis to do so. I'm his carer, next of kin, nearest relative. He's given me his lasting power of attorney for property and finances and health and welfare. But you know, those are just pieces of paper, not worth what they're printed on, because you can always go above and beyond and buy the judges off to undermine all the authority given to me by the very people that are in my care. Your lies and deception are getting the better of you. You can collude and conspire with all the people that you feel that you can buy off, but I can assure you, sooner or later the whole world is going to get to recognize your lying, cheating, deceptive ways. You are lying, cheating crooks in positions of authority and power and control, and targeting the weak and vulnerable members of society because it gives you some sick, sadistic pleasure as a psychopathic psychopath. You're torturing my brother in that institution.
Allowed time for recording a message. If you wish to record further, please choose the append option from the menu. If you've finished recording, just hang up. If you don't carry on recording or hang up, your message will be deleted. To listen to your message, please record the rest of your message after the tone. When you've finished recording, press the hash key.
Yes, Mr. Kenna, time once again, unfortunately, is getting the better of me. I'm obviously, it's a one-way conversation. You're refusing to speak to me because you can't even afford to speak to me, to give me the basic of answers. What law have you used to take my brother from my care when he does not lack mental capacity, and you were acting in your own selfish best interest to silence me? You can't give me an answer. Now you're all acting all dumb, blonde. Oh, we don't know what's going on. We're all stupid now, babe. You ain't stupid. You are very clever. You're manipulative. You're sly, cunning, and deceptive. You are the liars and deceptives. And then you get me to come down to the police station and to look to slander me as a carer who's having to put up with your debauchery and lies. I urge you to not murder my brother, which you're planning to do, because that's how you're going to cover all this up.
The maximum time available for recording your message. To listen to your message, press 1. To re-record, message sent. Goodbye.
Yeah, like I'm an idiot. I don't know what's happening. They are going to murder my brother. There's no way out of it because they cannot afford my care costs anymore, and therefore they're going to murder him off as they've murdered everybody else off in my family. I mean, that's a very clearly indicative. I've been a carer for the last 20 to 25 years. Nobody's died under my remit because the local authority would have banged me up to rights, but everybody's died because of the local authority's involvement, because this is what they do. They torture and murder people so they can save on the NHS care costs. They do this so that they can save on the pension costs. They do this so they can and kill the people off and stimulate the economy with their assets. This is the reality of the situation. The local authority are desperately trying to cover up their own failures, while at the same time proclaiming to be a city of culture, benevolent and egalitarian, when the reality is that they're lying, cheating scoundrels that refuse to even speak to me while they're detaining my brother unlawfully and are going to kill him off with impunity.